Hello everybody and welcome back to a bit of fun. Technically this is History Roulette, which is where we go ahead and have a bit of fun with the custom game rules in the game that a lot of people don't actually know exist, but now you do. And we kind of set out scenarios that we think might be interesting for everyone to play. Okay, now this one was suggested by so many people, and I do still take suggestions for History Roulette, by the way, if you have some suggestions on what exactly we should be setting these rules to. I also did a live stream the other day where we did a custom one where we just spectated. That was beyond chaos. Maybe keep an eye out for Alex's channel for something relating to that though. Okay, so this one was suggested a lot, and it was to set every country to their monarchist path. We kind of already did that in a way with the WW1 one, but not really, because there are a lot more nations with monarchist paths, and we're going to do them today. Yeah, in a way, today, this is actually, I think, the Rambler playset, if you kind of think about it. Monarchist playthrough only. Oh yeah, for any nation that doesn't have like a monarchist path, I'm just going to send the random. We'll unleash them into the world for whatever they might be. But there are, again, so many monarchist paths now that we won't really be struggling. Any nation that has multiple monarchist paths, I'm just going to pick whichever I think will be the funniest. So in this regard, I guess we will go with HOI4. HOI4 will be king of Hungary. Everybody has been set, so the question really now leaves us to who exactly will I play in this world? And I'm going to play a major power, and I want to play a major power I have not played so far in history. We're playing Japan. It's going to be a bit annoying though if I play Japan, because I did put Manchuko to go down the independence route, so they're going to break free. And I'm also going to follow the monarchist route. We will be going shogunate. It's really funny actually. It's probably going to be one of the last times we actually play with this Japanese focus tree. It's not exactly very good, and is definitely probably on par with the worst focus tree that's been around the longest. It used to be the Italian one, but they fixed that, and now we got this. Wow, here we are. Amazing. It's Japan 1936. Or, you know, you might know Japan already from such popular series like Naruto. There he is. You know, if there's a new DLC coming, I reckon they're finally going to change this portrait of Hirohito too. He may be saying goodbye to a couple of those extra chins down there too. Yeah, I reckon we riot if they do that. So obviously, I already set the Manchuko to actually go ahead and break free from us, which they will do eventually. You know, it is kind of cheating in a way, hindsight, whatnot, that I already know that they're going to break free from me, but can they actually pacify the countryside if I just take their army and hide it from them? I haven't played Manchukuo in a long time, but I'm pretty sure in provinces you need your army there to be able to do it. I can't remember if you just need equipment instead though, but we'll find out. We'll try and sabotage them as much as we can. I mean, actually, they're just incredibly close to be able to be just straight up annex. Should I just annex them? Just get them out the way? Why wouldn't I do that? Ooh, since the Soviets are getting the Tsarist back as well, they have offered up Vladivostok in return for support, which, of course, I will happily take that. I mean, she's literally just 80k manpower as well. Why wouldn't I do that? Oh, actually, you won't be able to get them that easy, because if they do assertiveness, that's going to knock them up to an imperial subject, which I think is one more. Or actually 2 more. Okay. Cheeky. Okay, I did wait to actually go ahead and flip to the shogunate until I got war economy and extensive conscription. May have been a little gamey, but we will be putting the Showa restoration, so we do keep Hirohito. Oh wait, it's just the exact same guy. Big changes coming, Japan. I am preparing to fight Manchukuo whenever they break free. They do have a little while to go though to get down to their independence, but I'm ready. I'm camping. I stole their army and put it in Hokkaido. Oh yeah, also because we are doing the shogunate path, that means we don't fight China until they actually justify on us and do the stupid event where we get something against them. I can't remember what it is, but that does give us a little bit of time of peace, really. Oh, I just got an event about the Kingdom of Chile down here. The French stupid... I've still yet to play this. I need to do this at some point, but he wants support. What can we do here? I mean, I could offer aid to them, but I should do it for a price, I think. It'd be very interesting to see if they say yes to this and what we even get if they do, but they may have just left me on red considering nothing popped up. Okay, across the world currently, we already have a lot of the monarchists rising up. The Mughals did absolutely terribly rising up in the Raj. When I did this, I got a lot. I got more land than what they've currently got. Afghanistan's also trying to break free. This guy, absolutely Chad alert. Nice. Yeah, now the Greek rise up for their monarchy. isn't doing too well, though, I'm noticing. I mean, you know, if I could go help them and send volunteers, I would, but I don't think this one's actually going to go too well. Oh, yeah, now, instead of just having Austria do the thing where they just spam all the decisions out and get everyone as a puppet, I did make them go down the path where they actually have to fight for it, so that'll be interesting to see if the Archduchy of Austria will beat the king. Oh, there he is, the new king of Hungary. There you go, Zaros have won, which means I now get myself Vladivostok and North Sakhalin there. I hope they don't come back for that later, but either way, if you don't know about the Shogunate path, is that I will be ending up fighting Russia regardless. Puyi's been a bit of a coward, and he won't do the focus to break free, so Operation Annexation is coming back around. Also, I think a lot of stuff is happening. Germany's fighting Scandinavia. Are they in a faction up there? No, they are not. Hopefully they don't join one. We've got a few other things. We've got like the Turkish fighting each other for the Ottomans coming back. Afghanistan's fighting what should have been the Mughals, which it's not the Mughals. And the Austrian-Hungarian war is still ongoing, and just look at it go. Barely moved a damage, but it does look like Austria is on the way out. I mean, how could they not be when they're up against that? Oh yeah, also beautiful Kingdom of Poland, Romania there. Look at that. Wow. Wowee. Ooh. Okay, we do have Chinese provocation, so that does mean we can go in on China. Should I? I don't think I'm going to do that, though, while we have Puyi and his doomsday button he could hit at any moment. Kind of going to hand it to the world, actually. No one's fighting each other currently, at least not that I'm aware. There's a few small things going on, but there's no giant global conflicts, at least not yet. The UK is fighting the Kingdom of Poland and Romania, though, so sure, good luck. Yeah, I'm not too certain why they joined the New Zealand Concordat, but they did. Since tension's high enough now, I'm going to go ahead and declare on Shanxi and then Communist China, because I know for some reason Communist China is just fighting Germany. So they're not in a faction, might as well go and put them out of misery. And finally, Puyi has been dealt with. He was too much of a bitch to ever declare on me. Okay, in literally the 10-20 minutes that I was just dealing with that, I also annexed Manchuko, by the way. I had enough because I've just been sat on suppressed subjects for the longest time that I actually got them all the way down. In the meantime, though, I have noticed Germany is dying. Yeah, the French are absolutely popping right now. I don't know if the Germans are actually just going to make a comeback here or not, but there are so many factions in Europe, and they did kind of screw themselves by doing the Central Powers because they were Middle Europa before, but now they just deleted it. And I imagine having a Hungarian and Danish ally, well, a Hungarian ally might have actually helped them out a bit here. At least nobody else got any participation in this, because it would have been really annoying just to see Denmark take over Communist China. No rest for the wicked, though. Going to immediately go in and take down... Oh, I actually think in my peace conference as well, there was another peace conference. What happened with Russia? Why are they so huge? Did they actually just sweep down there? No, they own that. Okay. Scary. Very scary. I think we're about to live in a world where Russia is ungodly powerful. Also, Kingdom of Poland, Romania as well. That is partitioned land, let's put it that way. Oh, well, you know what I was just saying about those... Oh, man, Russia is huge. Are they in an alliance with France, too? They are. The Northern League. That's actually just straight up disgusting. In fact, the factions are kind of interesting here. So we got the Commonwealth with Britain and whatever's left of their alliance, and then we've got the New Zealand Concordat, which is actually just the US at this point, and they're also fighting each other. Oh yeah, also shout out Alflander, good to see ya. Okay, every time I see somebody actually just declare on Russia right now, I'm watching them hand over their sovereignty. Why did you do that, Italy? Okay, just as I take out Sinkyang right there, I was about to go straight on China. China doesn't exist anymore because Yunnan's hit the funny button. Give me 145 days, I guess. My nation sucks so bad, by the way, because we're in the great Manchurian standoff for the longest time. We were a little bit behind, but once we get China, we should be good. I do have a full collab on... I don't have a full collab government on them anymore because they're not China, they're Yunnan! Oh my god. Oh, I did have a full collab on China at one point. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist anymore. It is merely a Yunnanese person masquerading as the ruler of China. I'm telling you, I'm about to get this justification, and then boom, Guanzi Kleek's gonna hit it too. I was really betting on that collab government kind of keeping us up with everyone else, especially Russia and France that own half the damn world together. Okay, hear me out. I'm about to cook right here. I've outsmarted Skynet. That's actually a good amount of division. It's over 40 units right there encircled. And that will actually take out a massive chunk of their army. Yeah, that hurts. Japanese, the reports have reached us that the Empire of Japan has been massively expanding their naval infrastructure in the forest. This bodes ill for the status quo in the I think I have schizophrenia. Okay, genuinely no idea what's happening in India right now. And I don't think I care to know. We did defeat China though, and I'm already preempting what I think is going to be coming next. Yeah, I'm going to be completely real. I don't have high hopes for this. We are surrounded, and they are quite powerful, but we gotta try. I'm also kind of hoping, because these guys have got quite a few enemies, I might be able to get myself in a faction here. I don't have one, because you don't get one in this focus tree, at least not that I can see. And it would be nice to have some friends in my land. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, we have cut off Indochina. That's good, because they will then have to supply over the sea here. And I have a ton of submarines, which will keep them busy. Yep, as soon as I did that, they have immediately fled. Okay, now the Siberian front, we're not going to touch just yet. We're going to let them sweat it out a bit. Oh my god, what are they doing? Okay, you know, aside from that province right there, we're going to make the most of that province. I mean, come on, you can't set me up for free like that. Now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and ignore this front for the most part. I'm going to have to build up supply here, though, because it is looking a little bit dire. And instead, I'm just going to focus on encircling loads of units in the north, because already we're up to 1.36 million casualties on the Russians just by doing encirclements. Yeah, I did check, and I can't join any factions just because I am so non-aligned. They just won't happen. The only other glaring issue I have is that I just can't keep up with plane production now. I just do not have enough aluminums, which means, yeah, eventually they're going to outstack us in the air, I reckon. So it might be a bit of a shout to try and get this airport and this one right here, which they have the majority of their planes in. Thankfully, it does appear that competence isn't something the Tsarist Russians have ever heard of. Oh, shout out to Alfland, and they're finally decided he's no longer taking any of New Zealand's shtick. Now, I am scared to even look at what the Russian troop count actually is, because I've gotten so many encirclements, up to 2 million. Not even dented the encirclements. They do nothing. I do wonder if they're able to, like, recoup these losses. They do have a massive industrial base and population at this point, including pretty much no other fronts to engage with other than Africa, which the French are dealing with. Or I guess, if lack of a better term, am I just pissing in the wind here? It's endless. It's non-stop. I just keep encircling them, but nothing ever changes. Okay, I've just been encircling for the longest time. Building up supply, encircle, building up supply, encircle. What do you think the casualties are currently at? They're sitting 6.5 million. Man, and I don't think that's going down at all. Ooh, you know, I think the Russians may have had enough of me, or they've just kind of realized the supply is so bad, but there is not a lot of troops on the front line anymore, and after almost 10 million casualties, I can understand why. Okay, I think the end, at least for the Russians, may be finally in sight. I can actually just hit the funny arrow now, and we are moving up to 14 million casualties, and that we've actually gained 1 million just from me actually letting the AI do the movement from now on. But I think we're good. Oh man, you know, I just zoomed in on Franco Spain, the Kingdom of Franco Spain, just to realize the Dutch are still alive and they're just hanging out in the Maginot. I don't know how long they've been there, but the Kingdom of the Netherlands, chilling. I do think we got like a 90% collab on the Russians, which we do, and we're only halfway to capitulating them, but as soon as we keep pushing here and start getting these big cities, they're going to capitulate very quickly. Now, of course, that doesn't exactly make my life very easy if you look at the map right now, because we still have plenty enemies left around us, but our horrendous march west across the Siberian desolate wasteland is coming to an end. Oh yeah, look at that. Moscow, Volgograd, both down. I reckon a couple more and at least we'll be done with Russia, and then that is a lot of land that's about to capitulate to us actually. Ooh, there you go. Oh my lord, that took a while. Okay, we are not going to mess about. I'm going to send this army right on to the border of France and we're marching in. Oh, yeah, might as well just go ahead, release the Russian Empire as a provisional government since my collab is all the way up on them. Okay, I don't know why either, but I have to capitulate Norway. They're considered a major, and they also have Italy. They got the puppet on them. How did that happen? And I do not know what has happened to like the UK this game as well, but look at that. They got 81 divisions maximum right now. They're up to service by requirement. What is going on over there? I guess they're also fighting the US, but the US isn't even looking that powerful. I mean, that does say 605, but I imagine it's quite a lot less than that, and I haven't really seen them get up to too much over here. Oh, Norway capitulated. Now we just got to deal with France, and look at that. The Russian Empire's already getting spawned back onto the map, because I imagine they had a lot of troops just sitting about in India, which they're not on this front line anymore. There was like 80 there before, so they're running back home. Oh, there we go. Oh man, it's crazy to see what India is supposed to look like, I guess. I had to cheat to actually make a faction, because apparently going the Shogunate, you can't actually make a faction. You never get the spirit to able to actually do it, which is kind of funny. But I did it just so you can actually see us on the map here and see everything I just took. And, you know, I'm also just straight up done. It's 1951, and that took hours to push across Russia. It was very fun, though, but it did take a long time. And as you can see, we have brought all the kingdoms back on over to Europe. You know, the Germans are back. The Kingdom of Franco-Spain no longer owns Spain. The Kingdom of Poland-Romania also back. Nice to see it. Unfortunately for them, though, they did lose Romania. You know, we got the Battle of the Monarchs going on. It was a very fun game, though. Like I said, I would have liked to have continued a little bit longer, but I don't think it really matters, considering I'm looking at my factory count and I have 1,095 spare, and I don't think a lot of people could really stand up to that at this point in the game. But yeah, you know, it was also kind of cool and cursed. The fact that the United Kingdom of Portugal and Brazil really wanted to take just a little bit of land down here. So if you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed this All Kingdoms game, feel free to leave a like, subscribe down below, suggest another game of History Roulette, and maybe your suggestion will make it into a video. But until next time, goodbye.